Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm gonna show you my weekly analysis that I do every single week. It usually takes me, when I'm doing it on my own, around 30 to 1 hour, and in this video I'm gonna do it with you guys. I'm only gonna do the currencies so we can save a little bit of time. So from this video you're gonna learn how to analyze, use data in order to know your bias. This is step one. I usually go into the markets, I know my bias, I know which markets I'm looking at, and from this video you're gonna be able to get that. And you're gonna see my process of how I'm able to do 60% of the work before the market even opens. Okay, so just watch along and see this type of analysis if it resonates with you, because we're talking just data. It's more systematic, there's not much thinking about it. It's just we see the data and we do as we see, as the data shows us. I'm in New York right now, and it's just so surreal. I never expected myself to be able to be here to visit New York and trade New York session in New York. I'm going to Wall Street after, and I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. Um, if you wanna follow for behind the scenes, just follow me on my Instagram or TikTok is Juezfx, and let's get into it. I'm gonna be usually doing this in my Skool community. It's for free, so you can join. You can ask me questions. We can interact. It's much easier. So if you're interested, join me there. And if you're not, doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep on posting content. That doesn't mean the weekly analysis every week, but different stuff. So let's get into it. So this is TradeStation, and we're gonna start only this week. We're just gonna do the currencies, and I'm gonna take you through the process of um, how do I know my bias, basically. And I usually analyze my bias based on weekly and daily time frame, nothing less than that. Basically what we have here is AD, so AUD. And the first thing I start with is, let's say we start from here. This is the sentiment index. So basically what you need to know about the sentiment index is, like, when we are below 25, we are looking to buy. This is a bullish signal. Okay, AUD has been going low for a really long time. I shorted it because it was a perfect opportunity, and now we are seeing that the commercials are changing the bias, starting to change. Retailers right here are extremely bullish, and retailers are always wrong. We want to do the opposite of retailers. These are the speculators right here. They're extremely bullish. They also want to do the opposite of the speculators. I'm gonna explain in the first one more, and then the other ones you will start to get what I'm trying to do. Here is my valuation model, how if we are overvalued or undervalued in relation to the dollar, gold, and bonds. Now, for currencies, most important is in relation with the dollar, then gold, but mostly dollar. When it comes to indices, we are looking more towards the bonds. Okay, if we are looking on palladium, copper, platinum, any of those, we are looking with in relation to gold. So it really depends which currency or commodity you are looking at. Let's keep it simple. So here we can see that Australian dollar has been very bearish. Here we have the net positions. So for now, what I see is that dollar is undervalued. So what I like to do is write everything down in Notion in order to know, come back to it during the week. If I forgot something, I can just go to Notion and see what I wrote on my weekly analysis. So basically, here is sentiment is towards, this is a bullish sign. We have also undervalued as a bullish sign. cycle forecast is still bearish. Seasonal is also bearish. So for me, 2 indicators are not enough, so nothing for Australian dollar. We're gonna move on to GBP. Now, so JBP, I've been bearish on JBP, and let me tell you why. So this line is open interest. That means who's interested in this market. And as we can see, speculators and retailers are mostly interested, and commercials are just going bearish, extremely bearish. As you can see, it hasn't been this bearish for a while. Okay, look at this. Look where we are, and look in the past. This is the past, like 2020, and they have not been this bearish. This means I'm very bearish on JBP, especially when you see the retailers that they are this bullish as well over here. Okay, and let's check this again. Also over here, they are very bullish, and we always want to do the opposite of retailers. So now what do we have? JBP bearish, commercials bearish, retailers bullish. These are 2 signs that we are bearish. Sentiment is okay, we don't have it below. We are almost on the overvalued we were, and now we are going lower. So we are almost at the overvalued. Let's see the cycle forecast and the seasonal. These are also very important for timing it. So as we can see, in a couple of days we have a big move lower. This is the daily time frame exactly, and also the seasonal is showing a big move lower. So we have 2 more on our side, which is cycle bearish, seasonal bearish. Now, entries, additional comments. This I would write if we are, where are we on based on the technicals. We're not gonna do the technicals in this video, so I want just to take you through this process now, and we can see that there are many reasons to look for sells on JBP. Let's continue. Canadian dollar. First thing, sentiment is below 25, so this is a bullish sign. Commercials are very bullish, as you can see. Speculators are very bearish. I can also see, like, look at the speculators, they've never been this bearish before. Also, compared to retailers, they're also bearish. Open interest is very high, and we can see who is buying, who is interested in this market, and it's the commercials. So for now we have 2 signs of bullishness. This is the index, so it's just multiplied by 100 to make it like percentage wise. Over here, almost undervalued as well. Let's check the cycle forecast and the seasonal. What would they also say? Yeah, you can see a huge bearish move here. The seasonal is showing decrease, and the cycle is also showing us a bearish move. So I do not like that, because we only have the COT with us and the valuation sentiment as well. So for me, this is not like the highest probability trade to go bullish on Canadian dollar, but I will usually put it in my watch list and see how is it reacting to the zones, like the supply zone, demand zone. Is it and these zones are usually like higher time frame, weekly. If we reacted, I see the daily what's happening. So I would go for Canadian dollar bullish, commercials bullish, large spec bearish, um, valuation almost undervalued. So those are three reasons for Canadian dollar. Let's see the dollar. How is the dollar looking? So what if we have the dollar and we have the valuation model? What do we compare the dollar to? Basically gold. So if we are undervalued in relation to gold, that means. So I'm gonna continue on the webcam because my camera died. Let's continue. We were on dollar, okay? DX. Let's see what's dollar gonna do next. Sentiment was below 25, and look how it reacts when we go below 25, right? See this? The commercials are very bearish. Yeah, not too much compared to before, but they are bearish right here. Let's continue to see. Okay, so we're comparing dollar to gold. We cannot compare dollar to dollar. We're comparing dollar to gold, and here we have nothing. We can also see COT nothing, here nothing. So cycle forecast is showing us a bullish move. Seasonal is still bearish, but then we're gonna see also a big bullish move. We have the sentiment also. So in general, I'm more leaning towards bullish for the dollar, but I'm not gonna be trading it because I do not have enough signs. Not everything is aligning, but in general, I'm more bullish than bearish on dollar. Now we have euro. I was very bearish on euro, and let's see now what happened. Stable right here, nothing major happening. Sentiment was above 75, and this is when we started seeing the move lower. Also, COT is stable. We are more towards the overvalued. Bearish cycle. Also, the seasonal is leaning towards bearish. So you see things start to align. For example, I'm more bullish on USD and more bearish on euro, which means euro USD you will most probably short it. But in my case right here, it's not I don't see big signs. That's why I would not take any trade on this. Let's keep going. So here we have JPP. JPP has been so bearish, and we are overvalued in relation to dollar. Retail is bullish and commercial is going towards bearish. We have sentiment was on 75, and here we can see that the commercials are decreasing and retail is increasing. Let's also see what's the cycle forecast showing. A big move downward. all down. Here the seasonal is showing upward. So here there's something that we can talk about with the cycle forecast. It could be also opposite. It does not have to be like if it's the top, then it's the top. We will talk more about that in the community. There's some things behind it. So JPY is in general bearish. We have the cycle forecast showing a down move. Sentiment was 75. If valuation is overvalued, commercial is leaning to going to bearish and retail is going to bullish. So we just need to go to the technicals and check it, and this is when I will come to here, JPY bearish, overvalued, cycle bearish, sentiment was 75, retailers bullish, commercials bearish. So now these are gonna be on my watch list for next week. So what was on my watch list for the week before is all those. And now what I will do is I will add, let's say, JPP, JPY, and JPP is bearish, JPY is bearish. We're gonna see based on the technicals what to do here. You can also have USD JPY, because USD is leaning towards bullish and JPY is leaning towards bearish. So we will basically buy USD JPY because it's cross pair, right? JPY is bearish. We will long the dollar. I hope you understand that, because if you don't, let me know in the comments. I will explain more, but it should be understandable. Unless you don't, then we can talk about it definitely. Next we have Mexican peso. I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna see in New Zealand. I've shorted New Zealand multiple times because look at this nice bearish move. So we are below 25, the sentiment. We are undervalued. The COT is now, I don't think it's ready yet to make the upper move because it has been very bearish, but it will be ready. I would not buy New Zealand definitely. The cycle forecast is still showing bearish move. The season is still showing bearish move. I would wait a little bit more, maybe to see the valuation go higher. Then I will sell again. We will see, but for now, I would not trade it. I would basically skip this trade. Swiss franc. Let's see. Swiss franc. I was more towards bullish last week because commercials are high. We were coming from sentiment, lower sentiment. Commercials are bullish, retailers are bearish. We are going higher. This is not a good sign. Cycle is bearish and seasonal is bullish. So whenever I have mixed signals, I skip, right? It's better to choose only the best trades, the higher probability trades. Take 1 or 2 trades per week, and that's it. We don't need to force anything. Until everything aligns, then we can take them. Mexican peso, we're gonna do with that also. Nothing, so it's retailers are bearish, not undervalued yet. Nothing here. Sentiment, it could go lower. Cycle is bearish, season is also bearish. I would not do anything here as well. I don't see many things aligning. So basically this is it for the currencies. I have indices, metal, energies, financials like bonds, okay, and agriculture. And I go through it one by one and pick the best one. That's why I trade so many assets, because I can. I have all these tools. I can choose the best trade for this week, or the best two trades for this week, and just trade those. So for example, here I have JPP, Canadian dollar, and JPY. Canadian dollar, I'm not too happy with it, but JPP and JPY, I can see about those. So here I also put red because JPP, I'm bearish on JPP. So I could look for sells. Also JPY, let's add USD JPY. And what I usually do is put it here. I think it's added already. I usually add it to weekly watch list. And what am I? Bearish on JPY, right? So I put red here. And I put the highest probability trades that I have for this week up. JPP is my best one, then JPY. So this we are, JPY is bearish, and here we are buying. So this is why I put green, and JPP we are selling. And as it can see, JPY is not at a weekly level, but daily level. So I'm gonna be watching this for a potential higher move. If I don't get my entry, then nothing. If I get it, then I will probably buy USD JPY. And this is what I do every single week. I didn't go through it in real details. If you like this sort of analysis, you found this helpful, you can join the community in Skool. I created this community, it's called the Traders Club. I'm gonna be doing weekly meetings, Q&A. It's totally free, nothing to lose basically, and I'm gonna be giving away the COT indicators for free once you join. So if you found this interesting, if you found how I do my analysis very subjective, then join, subscribe, and have a good week. I'm going to Wall Street now. You can follow me on my Instagram. It's Juezfx. It's the same as my YouTube channel, and you're gonna see behind the scenes basically what's happening. So, and I share a lot of my trades and everything on Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere. So follow me there. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and have a great week.